It's got to be very similar, but expect them to take rotations in the second defensive line.
So here we go. We're about to get the puck dropped. 18 minutes on the clock. The centers step in. Ferreira, Vermont in the home orange, and Proctor in the visiting whites. Ryan Wilson, the starting goal for Proctor. And Vermont transitions. Ferreira dumping in. They like the quick pace. That's one thing Coach also talked about, and we could see it here.
Both of these teams are going to push the pace, and it's going to go at a fast tempo. We're seeing that here to start.
Head up, looking out, carrying through center and over the Vermont line. Nice check there by Smith. Proctor with it, the Hornets. Backhanded in by Kevin Craig, and they'll go off for a change. Coming in quickly, Jack Swarbrick on the forecheck, number 8 in white. Helped by Cooper Rice, number 5. Wildcats go D to D.
Cooper Rice, one of those guys to keep an eye on. He's a young guy, but he's made some noise in the last couple games for Proctor.
Skating in, and good opportunity right there by number 15, Rachowski, one of the guys we talked about, and one of the leaders. They have 4 players with 3 goals apiece. Moise, Rachowski, Peloso, and Krasnow.
Just goes to show how many offensive weapons they have. They don't have one high-scoring, dedicated scorer. It's spread out amongst multiple guys on multiple lines.
And by the way, those are players on the first through third lines. So you're right, all over the place. But you know, you can't really focus on one unit necessarily. They're just going to come at you in waves.
Exactly.
Well, look at the back door pass across, and it was intended for number 24. That's Moise. Up top, slap her right on, and big save by Wilson on the drive by Gerard. Carried in by Condom, number 8.
Had a good opportunity there out front of the net.
Dumped in on goal by TJ Beaver. Regan plays it for his defense and tapped out through center off the stick for number 13, Heppensteel. McDonald up for Cipriano, he's number 10. Mason.
Connecticut native.
Yep. Quite a number of them here.
Quite a few Connecticut natives on this Vermont roster.
Many of them from the southern part of Connecticut. That's a hotbed of hockey.
Couple from California.
Finland, Quebec.
Yeah, Quebec.
Proctor with it at their own line. Again, these teams tied a couple of weeks ago in a 30-minute shortened time jamboree 2-2. There's a chance right in the slot and put wide by number 22, Shane Sullivan. Left point and tipped by Sullivan.
Dylan Regan got the start in that exhibition matchup as well. So you got to think coach is not only playing the hot hand with the last 2 matchups he's had, but also he's seen this team very recently, so that may have gone into the decision making. But 2 great goalies.
Absolutely.
A good situation to have for Vermont Academy.
Proctor has to wait. They do. Carried in by Aiden Torres over the net. And at center, that's Kevin Craig.
Fighting for it there.
Here's Junior Delgado slapping it on goal. No relation to our CEO and director, Joey Delgado. At least not that we know of.
Not that I'm aware of.
But you never know. If Junior has a good game, I guarantee Joey will say there's a relation.
Take credit for it. Proctor off to a pretty fast start. They were blown out in their last matchup. Lost 11-1 to Thayer Academy.
Yeah, they're 2-3 coming in today. And again, that record deceiving. It's early. But the last couple of games have been tough for them.
They have a 7-4 loss to Kimball Union, who we previously mentioned Vermont Academy defeated, and then that 11-1 loss against Thayer.
Yeah, 18-5 goals.
So the
Goal differential in that one, not in their favor.
not in their favor. So riding a 2-game losing streak coming in, but overall a very solid program with a tradition of winning in the Lakes region.
And Maiscalco sends it down the ice. That'll be icing against Vermont Academy. 13:35 to go first period. No score thus far. And a pretty quickly paced game to this point in the first 5 minutes.
I think it's more of what we were expecting. Speaking with Coach Davidson, he said both of these teams are very deep. Both of these teams like to play fast. He'd like to see a little more emphasis on the defense. They've had the offense side going. But so far, Dylan Regan hasn't had to face too many shots in the early going.
Proctor controls the face-off. They'll dump it down low. And picked up by the Wildcats. That's Rashofsky. Trying to cut around the defense of TJ Beaver. Beaver holds him up. Rashofsky gets some help behind the net. And it just packed past Gerard. Had to come back for it in his own zone. Rashofsky makes a move. He's in, and a stop by Ryan Wilson.
Rashofsky with a great opportunity on that one.
Near boards, Proctor comes away with it. That's Cooper Rice. Cooper takes the shot. Wide of Regan. Condom. 2-on-2 with Moise. That's Beaver, the Hanover, New Hampshire native.
Scrapping for it in the corner there. Finally gets it out.
Out come the Hornets. 1-4 checker, that's Ryan King. Now he gets a little bit of help. And skating out with it is Quirk, Kevin Quirk. Missed his intended winger there. Cipriano picking off the pass. Oh, and it's just knocked off his stick. Mason would have a great chance walking in.
Cipriano with the interception. Nearly had a golden opportunity on that one.
Mason comes from a hockey family, I'll tell you. His parents owned the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena back in Connecticut. It was opened by his late grandfather, Ray Allen Agnes Lemieux, opened the rink back in '91. And he's been able to play some hockey since before he was even thought about. Picked up by Shane Sullivan, and Sullivan will dump it in. Regan plays it around the board. That's Maiscalco.
The Finland line sending it up.
There's a chant from the top of the circle, and Regan makes the save on Miles Abbott. And
Nice save there by Regan.
no rebound.
Yone Gias back to help out a little bit there, make sure he didn't screen his own goalie.
Proctor with it. Kevin Craig gets it back to the point. The one-timer wide. Wildcats break it out. That's Peloso. He makes a move in front and just couldn't finish.
Just no numbers there. That was practically a 4-on-1 for
And he
Proctor.
still found his way to the net.
Still found his way to the net, just unable to get that one to finish off. Great individual effort.
Blue line to blue line pass. Now a drop. A little give and go here for the Hornets. To the point, that's going to come out as it was to the backhand side of Junior Delgado. That's Ogden, 25 in orange. Loses the puck, goes off the side of the net as they try to put it in front of Regan.
There's a little bit of action a couple moments ago there at center ice between Ferreira and Torres. Ferreira ended up on his back sliding around. Not quite sure what happened there, but we continue play.
Here's Smith. Smith tried to center. Broken up by the Proctor defense. Nice look. Over here for Moyes. Terry's in left wing side. Gets around Beaver. Behind the net, Ryszkowski. And here's Ronan Walsh.
You could hear Coach Walsh for Proctor on the other end yelling, get back, get back, get back. Making sure his guys got back on defense.
Glove by Regan and face off. Well, he wants to focus on defense. He's going to try to make sure his guys spend the effort a little bit to get back there and help his goalie out. You're right. I don't think he wants another 40 shots today.
No.
Turnover. Regan the save, routine stop on Shane Sullivan. Shane couldn't keep it in there. Moved along by Condon. D to D and out. Dave Netburn sends it down the ice. No icing. And that's Condon. Flip pass. Ryszkowski did a good job to avoid the hit. And there's a check out of the corner. Bring a little rise out of the crowd. And
another save, Regan.
Blocker save there. Picking it up is Condon.
Moyes lost his footing a little bit there, turned it over.
Sullivan topped the circle. Skates into the corner now. It's a little help from Matsoli.
Proctor doing a good job keeping it in.
And there's an opportunity. They couldn't get a shot off. Here comes Ryszkowski. And he'll dump it in. And they'll go for a change. But look out, bad change. Opportunity. And Mr. Regan with the answer again on the left wing drive from the face-off dot.
Regan, 2-0 on the season. He's got a 2.0 goals against, but he's also got nearly a 96% save percentage. So even that 2 goals against, which is great, is probably higher than we would expect because he's faced so many shots.
90 shots or so will do that for you.
I'll take any goalie who will give me a 96% save percentage any day of the week.
I heard you did that back in your Plainville days.
I did not. I wish.
Sent around by Quirk, kept in by the Hornets.
Proctor still containing possession
Look
here.
out. And Regan the stop as they tried to stuff it in the short side. The opportunity by Kevin Craig, the Hyannis, Mass native.
The last 2 minutes or so, Proctor's really done a nice job controlling possession, trying to get some opportunity.
And even 7 minutes to go here in the first. No score thus far. Up top, D to D. Got some room, takes the shot. Getting the paddle on it.
Board.
And the Wildcats will skate it out. Stick save by Ryan Wilson. Wilson of Shelton, Connecticut. We mentioned a few on the half dozen or so from the Wildcats, and we got a few on the Proctor side as well from the Nutmeg State. Proctor, nice little one touch there. Regan the glove save on
That was a nice
Craig.
one touch there. Looked like it was going to be a turnover.
Miles
Stick
Abbott
to it.
left it perfectly
Kept
for
it
Craig.
going, and Regan comes up with another save.
Face off to the goaltender's right.
Looks like Condon taking that one.
Look out right in front. Ronan Walsh. Couldn't get an opportunity in close.
Brushovsky working in the corner.
And
Proctor
here comes
away.
Beaver. TJ off the boards. Played in for Cooper Rice. Cooper hit by Ogden. 4 players then to try and dig it out. Ogden and Gerard for Vermont.
Cooper Rice, Vermont native. He's a freshman.
Getting some quality time. We've seen a lot of them already.
Somebody to keep an eye out, as he could be causing problems in the Lakes region for 4 years.
Big hit there. We got a penalty coming up to the Wildcats.
First of the game. We'll see if we can get another peek at that one. See what happened. Cause that whistle. 18 minor interference is the call. Let's check out the replay here. See exactly what happened down in the corner there. And trying to stop his progression before he had the puck. They're going to whistle that one on the delay. He'll spend a couple minutes in the box. So power play for Proctor.
Play into the near corner. And offsides.
Ferreira out there for the penalty kill. As well as McDonald, Blake McDonald.
They get it back to the point. Moving around the perimeter. One-timer, and Regan got a stick on it. That was Ryan King. King wants it back in the same spot. That's Cole Jocelyn leaving it to the point. Over here for Craig, Kevin Craig. Winding, faking.
A little too fancy with it there on the fake. I think he fooled his own teammate. Wasn't able to lay it off.
Craig goes D to D. Craig gets it back.
Minute remaining on the power play.
Top of the circle. Craig, they're looking for the perfect shot. And Vermont able to capitalize, and Ferreira sends it down the ice.
Here comes the full change.
And that's going to be an
legs.
icing against Proctor, as Ryan Wilson missed everybody. Hey, maybe he was going for a goal. Who knows? Certainly an assist, but he found nothing. 4:05 to go in the first. 43 seconds left. Power play time for the Hornets.
Brushovsky going to try to win that one. Can't. It's still down the defensive end.
Here's a chance in front. Oh.
Almost a shorthanded opportunity.
That was Condub. Now the other way is opposing number 8 is Swarbrick.
Maiscalco did a nice job staying home, making sure Proctor didn't get a fast break.
Sacrificing the body there to get in the passing lane. Craig, nice look across, getting a stick on it. Maiscalco.
The Finn chasing it down.
And look out, one-on-one, maybe short-handed, no. Brushovsky. Here's Cole Jocelyn. Cole will carry it in. Cole into the middle, wide open, and a good stop there.
Great save.
Jocelyn will try again, Sullivan too. Mr. Regan would like a breather. Vermont kills off the first power play opportunity for Proctor. 2:45 to go here in period 1. Dean Cornelio, Mike Maiscalco with you. Lakes Region hockey action, 2-on-1. Man open in front and tried to feed it back into the middle as the pass went to the side of the net.
A lot of orange jerseys down there now.
Only one by himself in front is 24 Moise.
A little bit of a rugby scrum. Proctor comes away with it.
And a great save by Regan.
Located it, thought he had the glove on it, popped out.
Here's Moise flipping it, and they get it out. It's Peloso.
Working by himself.
And he got into the net, just the wrong one, and causing a whistle. Peloso, 3 goals on the season. Had a hot start for himself. Won by Proctor. That's Craig. Torres sends it around the boards. That's on goal. Regan's got to play it. Nice pass up to Peloso, but the Hornets take over. Penalty coming up again to the Wildcats. Tripping will be the call.
I'm pretty sure if you do that 4 feet in front of the ref, they're going to whistle that one every time. Second power play in the first period for Proctor. Vermont Academy able to withstand the first one. I would imagine Coach Davidson's not real thrilled with that one, as Vermont Academy generally a pretty disciplined team. But 2 penalties.
You don't want to keep doing that against a quality opponent. So it's Rob Ferreira in the box. Rob, the team's leading scorer last year, 40 points.
40 points last season.
Great season. Salem, New Hampshire native.
Returning now as a senior, expected to be even better.
And he's off to a good start. I don't assume he spent too much time in the box, but you know he put up a lot of offensive numbers.
Well, that's a problem for Vermont Academy, is he can't score if he's sitting in the penalty box.
Those little details you point out there, Mike. Come on now. Roshovsky dumps it down the ice. Under a minute to play, first period. Kicked into the zone by Swarbrick. And a souvenir for one of the Vermont faithful.
Well, and if we don't get a goal here, this will carry over into the next period with a little differential between the power play and the game clock.
Be about 20 seconds. Vermont trying to gain control, but it's Proctor getting it back to the point. Hornets still moving it around.
Coach Walsh is calling for him to shoot.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of pretty passing, but
I think he jinxed him and went right through his legs. Lost an opportunity.
Jocelyn, he carries in, leaves it for Abbott, and out of the zone, 15 seconds to go. That's going to kill most of it back here.
Maybe one more run at it here.
Swarbrick, right wing side, Jocelyn walks in, shoots, hit a Vermont defender. That was Quirk, and out of the zone. So there'll be 22 seconds left of power play time.
Your math was pretty close. You said 20?
Yeah. Round down. Gonna go in Vermont's favor, round down. So, and we will. So no scoring here in the first period, but a good fast-paced period.
I think it was
Mike.
A lot of what we expected.
Yep.
A lot of back and forth. Proctor did a really good job controlling possession, but probably weren't able to get as many offensive opportunities as they want. The opportunities they did get, Dylan Regan was up to the task of stopping them. But a pretty back and forth battle here so far.
And I'm sure as they go to the locker room, one thing they're going to talk about is what you did with the discipline and staying out of the box, because they're not going to you're most likely not going to finish out on top if you keep taking penalties.
Yeah, and Coach Chris Davidson puts an emphasis on discipline for the team. 2 penalties that quick, back-to-back, really puts your team kind of up against the wall a little bit. They've been able to withstand so far. They still got 22 seconds to worry about in the next period, but they're definitely going to want to keep an eye on that, try to minimize those penalties going forward into the next period.
So we'll take a little break. They're coming out to do the ice, so we'll be back with the start of the second period after 1. Vermont Academy and Proctor are scoreless. The teams switch ends.
Rallying each other up. You can feel the energy in the air here in Vermont.
There's a nice play right off the bat by Peloso, knocking his opposing centerman right on his backside. So there was a little bit of intensity.
Oh, little pushing and shoving, Ref's going to get over there, break that one up before anything happens.
That's Peloso, who took the draw and then proceeded to drop the opposing centerman on all fours. Peloso will do it again.
We saw these Vermont Academy kids just before the start here, rallying each other, getting everybody hopped up.
Oh, the attempted pass across didn't make it through, yep.
Coach Chris Davidson made a point to say that these guys really like playing for each other. There's a lot of camaraderie on this team, and it shows on the floor in terms of their chemistry, as well as the fact that they're willing to really go out there and play for each other.
And well coached, disciplined, creative. We've seen them try to be a little creative so far when they can be. And that comes with the chemistry and the camaraderie. You're not going to be creative if you don't know each other and you're not comfortable with each other. And that's what the point they're getting to at this point. That's a reason they're off to one of the best starts in team history.
Exactly. Another face-off coming up here shortly.
Ferreira for...
You got the official coming over to the bench for Proctor. Having a little talk with Coach Walsh. Coach Walsh continues to put a competitive team on the ice year after year for Proctor. Not quite sure what they're discussing just yet here. Get a little conference.
One thing, each of these teams has some quality players that go on to do some big things, go on to play some quality programs. I want to mention one notable recent alumni of Proctor, Peter Laviolette III, graduated last year. You guys might know that name, Peter Laviolette. His dad is the head coach of the Nashville Predators, and his son now playing at Plymouth State. And that shot is stopped by Wilson. So we'll get the face-off inside the zone again, but Laviolette played for Proctor, and you know, his home in Nashville now.
Been to Nashville, beautiful city.
Been there a couple times. We're going back in February ourselves to see the Preds face off against the Kings and Rangers.
I'm thinking it's going to be just a little bit warmer than Vermont right now.
Potentially. I mean, there's not a heater to be found within a 100-mile radius, but that's okay. We're surviving. That's all that matters. Matsoli sends it near side, dumped in by Nate Smith.
They call that hockey weather, Dean.
Still not used to it, as the season's just getting underway.
Guys from Finland, Vermont, Connecticut, Quebec, no problem. The guys from California.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Curious if this is a little bit of a wake-up for them or not, adjusting to the Vermont lifestyle.
That's right, the McDonald brothers.
Yeah, goalie and a defenseman, the McDonalds. Both solid players for Vermont Academy. Brandon McDonald, night off. He had his last game against, I believe it was Brewster.
Moist calling for it, but skating in is Gerard. And look out here as they hang one of their forwards, number 17, Ronan Walsh. That was a smart play, heads up. Here's Rashofsky. He can't gather it in. Intercepted. Nice move. And the centering pass was broken up. Here comes Condop. Condop cutting wide. Condop had 3 assists in a 4-2 win against Holderness in Vermont Academy's last contest. Looking for the pass. No, they put it on goal. And Regan will gladly take a shot from that angle any day compared to allowing the center it, as Vermont did a good job in the passing lanes, creating just a bad angle opportunity in that rush.
Yeah, you want to cut down that angle, give them the least amount of net possible, and that's what they were able to do in that possession.
15-19 to play, second period. Still no score. Off a skate.
Not a lot of spacing. We had about 8 of the players on 8 of the 10 players right in that one little corner there.
Cipriano trying to gather it in. Now it's back for Wojciechowski in white, but he turns it over. Cipriano stick tied up, gets it loose, centers, back, it score! Cipriano with the centering pass. And I think it was put home by Hunter Krasnow, the Guilford, Connecticut native. And with 14:41 to go, it's 1-0 Wildcats.
An absolute beauty. See if we can pull this one up again, get another look at it, as I believe that was the third line. Get this one going, take another peek at it. Just from behind the net goes, sends it in, controls it, and then with the backhand, a wonderful move to keep the possession, go to the backhand, and then after that point, he had nothing but empty net in front of him. Break this 0-0 tie.
That's right. Back to live action. Regan makes a good stop on Kevin Craig from the far wing. That shot deflects just wide. So Krasnow, his team leading fourth goal from Cipriano. Now has his 3rd assist on the season, does Mason.
The Connecticut connection.
That's right, Guilford and Wolcott. Through center, blue line to blue line pass, turnover. Here comes Peloso. He'll shoot off a skate of Delgado and wide. Another man hanging behind the knee. The whole bench yelling at Maiscalco.
Maiscalco, yeah, nice job to get back there and make sure that he didn't let them sneak behind him. He was able to cut that pass off. If he didn't, it was fast break time.
Ferreira tried to
Good
center.
hit in the corner.
Yeah. Ogden shoots. And another one, look out. That's going to go for icing. No, it's waved off, and Regan will cover up. We've seen it now a few times. You think that Vermont Academy will make an adjustment here, because eventually you're going to get burned on something like that.
For sure. They go long on that. They've beaten them a couple times. Eventually, that's going to come back to bite you.
Condom and Swarbrick, a pair of 8s, face it off. Vermont Academy with it. That's Moise. He had 2 goals and an assist in the last game. The 4-2 win over Holderness.
We mentioned those first 2 scoring lines. Ironically enough, the 3rd line was the one that got the goal today, and the leading scorer on the team is on the 3rd line in Krasnow.
4 goals.
But a nice even distribution of scoring.
No doubt. Near side, Condup waits for traffic, and he put it on goal smartly. Wilson made a good save with a screen.
With a solid stop there.
Condup, good patience though. That's Rashofsky. Now Dave Netburn, 14. Sends it up ice. Rice puts it towards the goal, and Dylan Regan hangs on.
Regan will take the easy one on that one. on, covered up, getting the whistle.
12:35 to play, second period. Dean Cornelio, Mike Maiscalco with you here from Vermont Academy, Saxton's River, Vermont. Special shout out to Justin Cowett and Steph Calbono doing the really hard work for us behind the camera and on the technical side. We just get to talk. They have to do the hard stuff.
You mean the real work?
The real work.
Narrowly missed that pass.
Here's Mike Hughes. Hughes held up along the wall by Heppensteel. Heppensteel comes away with it as a man in the slot gets it to him. That one's blocked by the defense. Shot opportunity by Krasnov, who has the only goal so far.
Good job keeping control of it.
And again, they extend that pass all the way to the far line. That was Sullivan. Shot wide by Ryan King. Another opportunity, Regan to stop. Mazzoli flips to center. Hughes, as his bench informs him to dump it in. Now I think he'll be happy to do so, and he does. Glove down. Here comes Heppensteel. Lead for Cipriano. Getting to it first was the defenseman Wojciechowski. Blocked off by Wojciechowski. Cipriano flips it to the far side of the net. Shot right on. Rebound try. Ryan Wilson the save. Good opportunity again.
What an opportunity. Didn't know if that one was going to make it through, and when it did, Wilson had to get from post to post and make that save. A nice job by Ryan Wilson on that one.
That puck was all over the place. It was bouncing.
No worse puck than a bouncing puck for a goalie. Just never quite know where it's going to go.
Ferreira on the draw. Around the boards and out by Miles Abbott. Play right in front of us here. That's number 18, Aiden Torres. Torres again sends it to the far blue line and completes the pass. Abbott, though standing flat-footed, couldn't get any speed going for himself.
Gerard was back there, but same thing. We've seen that long pass to the blue line.
Nice look, walking in. Oh, good opportunity by Gerard. That was a good look from behind the net to find him.
Ooh, near miss. Proctor almost playing a soccer strategy. They're keeping their forwards way down over the blue line outside, looking for that long pass for that home run.
And Regan holds on, and Kevin Quirk did a little bit of a lets Miles Abbott know to lay off his goaltender.
A little bit of a tap. As a goalie, that's what you want from your defenseman.
Knowing they have your back. Near boards. Condom sends it out. And we get the whistle. .9:49 to play, second period. Face off outside the Wildcat zone. Cats lead 1-0. Krasnow from Cipriano on the tally. Regan sticks it into the netting over the glass for the whistle. Play behind the Cats' net. Off the boards. Conda was second on the team in scoring last year, 38 points. I mentioned Ferreira with 40. Conda was right there with him. Top two scorers last season.
Peloso on that first line with Ferreira. I think he had 36.
He did, the top
third
three.
On the team.
Yep, top three right there. Glove down, kept in. Nice play to get a stick on that. Oh, centering feed by Rashofsky. And I don't know if Wilson saw that one. Reacted kind of late.
Caught a piece of his mask.
Moise. Some help from Condop. Moise trying to give it back to Condop. Gets it to him. Moise centers, backhander. Oh, and Wilson looked behind him as a goalie. You don't really want to make a habit of doing that.
Doesn't give you a tremendous amount of confidence that you made the save when you're looking behind you to make sure it wasn't in the net. Wilson had it under the pads, unable to squeak it through. See if we can take another peek at that one quick here, as it was a great opportunity for Vermont Academy to try to stuff it home. Wilson goes, gets the pad spread, gets low down, and then turns. I got it. Make sure he gets the whistle. Nice job by Wilson.
Play now in the Wildcat zone. That's Maiscalco. Flipped and off the boards. Lead pass for Cipriano, just out of his reach.
Just out of reach. Almost connected on that one to Cipriano.
Maiscalco flips it to his partner. That's Gias. Nice play by Maiscalco. Krasnow near boards. Flipped out. And that's offsides on the Hornets, appropriately called by the linesman. You know, we mentioned the hot start, Mike, and Vermont Academy is a team kind of on the rise. A couple seasons ago, they were 9-23-4. Not even competing with some of these teams. Last year they moved to 15-18-3, and now a quick 4-0 start, looking for number 5 here this afternoon.
Not only that, a big win over Kimball Union, and now a top 10 ranking in New England.
Right, again, the high lookout. And there's a goal for the Hornets. That one, Regan thought he had it, went off his glove in the crease, and they poke it home.
Regan
just
had a
7:21 to go.
A couple times as it was rattling around. Regan doing everything he could to try to gather that one up. We're tied up at 1 apiece here. Let's take another peek at that one. As Proctor sends it in, Regan's got it, bouncing, sent in, off the rebound.
So
we got a tie game, 1 apiece. As we go back to live action.
We got a good look there. Couldn't tell from up here exactly who put that one in. We'll have to find out for certain. There was a handful of players in front of the cage. Nevertheless, it's a tie game here. And there's a long pass. Good work by Gias.
There it is again, though.
There.
Those defenders having to hustle back.
I think that was more of a line change issue. And here's a chance. Kevin Craig stopped by Dylan Regan. And Regan again will hold on.
Nice job getting from post to post, get that rebound. Make the second save, cover that one up.
.6:38 to play, second period. Game tied at 1. Proctor wins the draw. Shot from the left point by Dave Netburn. Gloved by Regan.
Regan's got to be feeling good again. Anytime you're a goalie, it's all about that mentality. You let that goal in. One you should have had, you almost had, you kind of had. Get a couple saves under your belt after the quick goal. Get that confidence back up as Dylan Regan's looking good.
Moise put it on goal. Wilson
down the other end.
Yep.
Wilson looking good as well.
Not bad if you're a goaltender to have short-term memory loss.
You have to. You have to.
Maybe a little Alzheimer's thrown in there. I don't know. But I don't think they're quite at that age. But DJ Beaver. Broken up.
Turns it over.
That's right. And that was Moise. Gets it over Conda. Conda made the initial play to knock it down, and now that's blocked. Skating the other way, Cooper Rice after it. But back for his first is opposing 5 Gies.
The Finn able to speed his way back. Coach Davidson mentioned this team is quick, both teams quick.
Oh, and loose puck in front.
Wow.
No call there.
No whistle, kept playing.
Couple bodies flying. Conda had his shot blocked.
Still lingering there.
And a penalty. Hooking.
First power play of the evening for Vermont Academy. We're going to get the hook.
David Netburn, the guilty party. So Wildcats, again, first man advantage situation for them of the evening. Player knocked down there. Ferreira with a hit. Kind of hit him from behind. I wasn't sure if the official was going to put his arm up on that one. Nice walking in opportunity by Peloso. And trying to go short side now. Put it through the crease.
Nice catch. Sets it back down.
Oh, and then...
And everybody's got to regroup.
Good play by number 3, Miles Abbott. Here comes Peloso. Peloso with speed. Now on the left wing side. Gets some help from Rashofsky. Trying to dig it out.
Ferreira sharking around the middle, hoping it makes its way to him. Goalie pointing him out.
Up top, little flip. McDonald back across. Tried to one time, it didn't get much on that one.
Couldn't get solid contact on that one.
Conda. Back over here, McDonald. That's Blake McDonald.
45 still on the power play. It's got to feel like an eternity for Proctor here, who are finally able to get that line shift they've been calling for a little bit.
Regan leaves it for his defense. Oh, and that's narrow pass broken up. McDonald will try again. Blake, one of the brothers from Santa Clarita, California. Final 20 seconds of the power play. They had some good pressure early, but haven't been able to do anything in the last part.
They did. They were down in the zone quite a bit, had a couple opportunities. As this one's about to wrap up, they may be able to make one more real quick run at it.
Here they come, Cipriano. Shoot!
Back to full strength.
Mason, he had a goal and an assist in the 4-2 win against Brewster.
Proctor now on the
Two
attack.
Hornets behind the net. Back up top now. Rister. Regan knocked it down. And that shot high. That would have went over net. That was Mike Hughes. The left point shot. 3:01 remaining on the clock.
You can see me trying to read it. Thanks for the trying to get around the netting here.
Look, I'm vertically challenged. I'm a little shorter. I got a
little better vantage point.
To the point against the screen.
Ooh.
Tip just wide by number 9, Troy Leifka.
Regan reacting late to that one with the screen, barely able to see it till it was on.
Torres stands on the slapper. Flipped in the middle, intended for Conda. And the other way, Latka. Top of the circle. Regan with a stick save. Latka didn't get much on that. Flipped in. To a first. That was Matsoli. Off the stick of Quirk.
McDonald chasing it down.
Here's Quirk. For 17, Nate Smith. Turnover. Walking in. Regan the stop. And good save there by Regan because
crucial turnover.
Yeah.
He had a lot of room to make a move, went straight at.
I think that was Ryan King with the opportunity.
Regan with another solid save. He's putting in a good performance through 2 here tonight.
Under 2 to go here in period 2. Game tied at 1. Picked off by Peloso, who dumps it in. Backhanded in by Ferreira. Smith couldn't make anything happen with it. Now the other way, Cole Jocelyn. Cole, wrister, glove by Regan, saw it all the way, and hangs on.
Got a couple Jocelyn's on the roster for Proctor, Cole, Cam, and another one, Connor. All the C's across the board from Cohasset.
A hat trick of Jocelyn's here.
Massachusetts natives.
Flipped on goal by Aiden Torres.
Regan able to locate that one up without too much difficulty.
We've mentioned Delgado's name. He's another California native. As we mentioned a few on the Vermont Academy team. There's one there, and Regan the stop. And that was Delgado who took the shot. 21. Chino Hills, California native. I think that's where Joey Delgado's from. He's from California, so there could be a relation there. Cipriano's shot on the other end is stopped by Wilson.
Solid opportunity for Cipriano. As Wilson's able to gather that one in, takes the whistle.
Mason, a very proven roller hockey player too. He's got skills on both roller and ice hockey. Again, we mentioned the arena back home that he can basically go to anytime he wants. And sometimes ice hockey coaches don't like roller hockey, but I tell you what, it's great for your hands and working on hands and stick work, and that's something he's been able to certainly hone his skills in on. Delgado going after it. Junior behind the net. Lost it to Calvin Moyce. Down to the final 30 seconds of period 2. That's a dangerous pass through the middle. And a penalty coming up to Delgado, I think for tripping. So Junior's going to the box with 23 seconds left.
Condup's got to go all the way back down the other end, get his stick back. He's been skating around without a stick for the last 25, 30 seconds or so. We'll take another look at that penalty. That's an easy one. They're going to call that every time. Turns around, come on, where's the whistle? Delayed call as soon as they touch it. Whistle it up. We got 2-minute power play for Vermont Academy.
See if they can get a late one here.
Only 23 seconds on the game clock here for the second period.
Big hit there, no call. Walking in, shooting. Stopped by Wilson.
Still hanging around in front.
And skating it out. Final 5 seconds. Jocelyn on goal.
Nearly deflected in.
And here's a chance late. Poked wide, and that'll do it in the second period. So again, continued good action, Mike, where Vermont will have 1:37 left on the power play in period number 3 when we get started. But good back and forth. Each team got themselves on the board, and for Vermont Academy, it was Krasnow from Cipriano. A real nice play on that one.
It was a beauty. I would imagine there's going to be a little bit of a point of emphasis going into this third period here on making sure Vermont Academy's getting back on defense, and maybe even that last play, shorthanded. Proctor had a great opportunity to maybe do something there, but both teams looking very even, much as the score is 1-1 as we head into the third and final period of at least regulation.
Right. We'll see what adjustments are made. We talked about it, especially in that second period, throughout the long passes, with Proctor hanging a guy behind the Vermont defense.
Looking for that home run shot, particularly on the line against the Finns. The Finns both fast enough to get back there. whether it be Gius or Metzole. Both able to get back, and it hasn't hurt them too much yet, but definitely something they don't want to continue to be a trend as we head through the oh-so-important third period.
So they tied 2-2 in their first meeting in a 30-minute jamboree. It's 1-1 through 2 periods here after 36 minutes. We'll be back with what should be a good third. Vermont Academy and Proctor knotted at 1.
And welcome back. We are live from Vermont for a hockey night in Vermont, presented by Memory to Video Productions. We're streaming live. All of this presented by Wooter Apparel, empowering teams and athletes around the world with quality uniforms and unbeatable prices. WooterApparel.com. For more information, we're tied at 1-1 here between Vermont Academy and Proctor. Dean, we've seen a heck of a game so far. Some great performances by both goalies. What are your thoughts going into this third and potentially final period?
Well, just like going into the second, where Proctor came in with some power play time, Vermont comes in here with a minute 37 of power play time to get it started. You would think that they want to jump on them real early. The intensity to start the last period was great. I expect the intensity to start this period to be equally as strong. And let's see if they can get one in the first couple of minutes here to get the lead back. Vermont had the lead, but Proctor came back, and we do have a goal that was credited to Cole Jocelyn after we were able to check in between periods. Assists on that one went to Kevin Craig and Junior Delgado. So 1-1 going into the third here, and really anything can happen because both these teams so evenly matched. This is no surprise. Vermont wants to keep its streak going, shall we say.
With 3 Jocelyn's on the roster, I was pretty sure one of them got the goal. Just playing the odds.
Good guess. I could tell you go to the casino often.
Noticed during the warm-up here going into the third,
And
senior goalie McDonald having a chat with junior goalie Regan.
And it is Proctor here who's doing a good job killing off some time. Again, they're short-handed. Vermont a little sloppy to start the third.
That spacing, again, you're seeing a lot of orange jerseys clustered together. You're not going to be able to pass effectively if you're right on top of each other.
Here's Ferreira with the shot, a stick save by Wilson. And sent out by Aiden Torres.
And this is an ideal start to the third for Proctor, who've been able to kill this time so far.
Absolutely.
30 seconds.
Peloso thought about dropping it, cuts wide behind the net, gives himself some space. Had a man opens up top, keeps it in the zone, almost ran out of real estate.
Thought he was going to for a moment there.
And that's Moyes. Blocked by Moyes. One last rush on the power play. Good job to close the middle by Proctor on the defensive side. Hit from behind and slapped out.
That's going to do it. Back to full strength.
Our cameraman, Justin Coet, alertly pointed out, different system here in terms of officials. 2 referees and 1 linesman. You're used to seeing 2 linesmen, 1 referee. Here we have 2 refs and 1 linesman, so a little different look. Vermont Academy, that shot.
Linesman so
save.
far doing his job, making sure he's catching a couple of quick offsides, also a couple of easy ones.
Here comes Walsh. Walsh for Proctor, putting it wide. That goes off the stick of Krasnow. Krasnow took the last Vermont Academy shot. Bill Wilson also got a stick on earlier in the shift. Icing waved off. Flip to center, and here comes Ferreira walking in, and he scores! Rob Ferreira!
A beauty! Wilson tried to get the glove on it, beat glove side. Ferreira, the team's leading scorer last season, gives them the 2-1 advantage. Let's take another look at that one. Look looked like the defender was there. It goes around him. Now it's almost a one-on-one with the keeper. Goes glove side, beats him. What a play by Ferreira. As the senior puts that one in the back of the net, breaks the tie, 2-1 advantage Vermont Academy.
Ferreira, his second of the season. More importantly, gives his team the lead again.
Ryan Wilson from Proctor. Played great up so far.
That's one you'd want back, though.
Had an opportunity glove side and just got beat. I know that feeling, just getting beat glove side. It happens.
And stick side and 5-hole. I mean, come on. Here's Quirk. Quirk drop pass. Walking in, shooting. Hey, they went glove again.
Snagged that one.
They went glove again. That was Peloso. 14:46 to go here in the third.
Wilson with a nice glove save there. Again, all about the confidence. That short memory, put it out of mind. It's 2-1. You're right in this game. Get back to saving it. You can hear Coach Walsh down on the bench for Proctor Academy. He wants them to shorten these shifts up. Wants to pick up the tempo.
And they'll have a chance here with the man advantage. A hooking penalty coming up to the Wildcats.
The third penalty for the Wildcats here. They're going to catch 11 on that one. Blake McDonald, the senior defenseman. 5-on-4.
So, the Hornets.
And if you're Proctor, I mean, this is the ideal situation. You just gave up a goal, went down 2-1. Now you got the power play, looking to try to tie this one back up.
First shot was blocked, and Conda will clear it down the ice. Conda, Monroe, Connecticut. One of the Connecticut connection here for Vermont. Cole Jocelyn, hit along the boards, leaves it. Kevin Craig will play it down low. Craig gets the return pass. Jocelyn up top to Craig. Jocelyn again, now down low. One too many passes and
Lost
cleared.
opportunity there. They're passing back and forth, passing back and forth. No shots.
Rashofsky sends it down.
I think it was just mishandled. And now they're going to get another run at it.
One move around the D and missing high. Looked like that was headed stick side, but it got nothing except the back glass, and Vermont clears.
Proctor going to keep on those short shifts, get them changed up. They got fresh legs.
That's Latka up top.
Swabrick tried to get it ahead.
Latka again. To the point.
18 on it.
Delgado back across. Delgado with the keep. Delgado shoots.
We are
Through
back
screen.
to even.
Another one, Regan to stop. Not sure where that puck is. It's behind the net. Pad save, rebound to the point, Delgado. And that shot is blocked. Still kept in. Another try, trickles wide. Delgado with a slap or just missed side.
Got maybe a piece of the pad, just enough to redirect it.
And finally, Krasnow sends it out of danger and into the Proctor zone.
Moyes dumped it in for Smith.
Backhanded out. Got a little cheering section down there for Vermont Academy. They appreciated the hit.
And you can hear, again, Coach Walsh down there rallying his guys. They're down 2-1, but he said short shifts. That was a good shift. Happy with what his guys are doing.
Here is Peloso. Peloso, as the man open up top, tried to go back door. Up top, one of the Finns takes the shot, stick save Wilson. That was Gies. And here's Kevin Craig. Turnover, Ferreira.
Bad spot to turn it over.
Yeah.
Of course, any spot's a bad spot to turn it over. That one was just particularly bad spot to turn it over.
Still early in the season, both these teams. We've seen a few things that both could work on, but that's any time. So, 3-man rush for the Cats. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's a chance. Good play by the defense to get a piece of that one.
Pop it up and out.
I think that was TJ Beaver with the deflection. 10:39 to play, third period. 2-1 Wildcats. Dean Cornelio, Mike Maiscalco with you here from Saxton's River, Vermont. Matsoli. We're on to Blake McDonald. Blake with his head up, skates it out of the zone. Nice play off the boards. 3-man rush the other way. Over the net. Nice puck movement there. The backhander, no. Big save by Regan. What a stop there.
Sprawling stop. Made sure to get his body on it. Even if he didn't know exactly where it was, he was going to get that thing covered up. Nice job by Dylan Regan.
That was some good puck movement, though, by Proctor.
Very good. It was a real solid opportunity. See if we can get another peek at it here. As you mentioned, great movement. Proctor right out in front of the net, gets a piece of it, and makes sure to jump on the hand grenade, get the whistle. And we're still at 2-1 as we get back to live action.
And the Hornets with it. It rolls in on Regan, and he says, enough time in my zone here. I need a little break. I need a little breather. The faceoff will come to his right. Vermont Academy, after that win against Kimball Union, was named the USA Hockey News Team of the Week after that one here for New England. So,
big accomplishment is, in what we've said is repeatedly a fast start.
Ferreira, the shot, he scores again! Ferreira put the shot in the same spot off the glove and gets by Wilson. Ferreira gives him a little insurance at 3-1.
He is lethal, Dean. Absolutely lethal is Ferreira. Check that one out again from the far side, and he just flat out racks it in. Beautiful shot by Ferreira. Absolutely lethal in both of his goals. That one maybe more so than the first.
Again, one that Wilson got a piece of, but couldn't hang on. So Ferreira has his number here in the third period, and it's 3-1 Wildcats.
There's that insurance goal, get that lead up to 2. But a lot of time remaining in this one, Dean.
Peloso, you wouldn't mind another one here. That's Matsoli, and look out, offsides. Beating the play here was 17, Ronan Walsh. That was a good call by the official.
It looked like it. Proctor thought they had a golden opportunity.
They did if they held on for an extra second, but
just a little too much anxiety trying to get it forward.
It happens. Dump down, giving chase is Cole Jocelyn. And the outlet here for Roshovsky. And the Wildcats are offsides. This Vermont team, really loaded with quite a junior class. They have 8 seniors, 11 juniors, Mike. So you got a couple real good years of these guys.
Exactly, and if you're looking at this from a coach or manager perspective, you've got to be loving what you're seeing from your juniors, including that one with the save.
Yeah.
Dylan Regan,
That's an important
another
one,
junior.
shall we say.
He's got some great seniors who are going to graduate as well, but with the juniors playing as well as they are this year, you got to imagine they're only going to get better as they continue to play together and mature over the course of their high school careers here. Looking bright for the future.
Here come the Cats. Flip pass into the middle. Great shot and a good save by Wilson. I think that was Moyes got a piece of it. Moyes deflected it. That's him right there, 24. He deflected it on goal. Wilson had to make a quality stop.
Wilson able to get a chest to it and then get back up to his feet quick enough to locate the puck.
Moyes plays it behind the net. To the line and out.
Gia unable to keep it in on that one.
Here come the Wildcats. Nice little flip by Heppensteel. Shooting off the crossbar and into the netting up near the beams.
Heppensteel thought he had another one there.
He was also close.
Nearly 4-1.
Heppensteel, another junior forward. Vermont Academy controls the draw. Wilson gloves that one. Looked like it was headed over the net, but he held on that time. Krasnow, this third line for Vermont Academy.
Well, and you mentioned Heppensteel is a junior, as is Cipriano,
Right.
as is Krasnow. So all 3 forwards on this third line.
They'll be staying together. Turnaround drive right on.
And that's got to be great for the chemistry to be able to keep these guys together for a
Here
duration.
comes
We got a little bit of a
Cipriano. Cipriano with Mazzoli. Cipriano tripped up. Good play by the defense to get a piece of that pass. Mason still behind the net. Working hard. Look out. A player behind the defense.
Oh.
Regan comes way out.
Boy, Regan
against
was out to
Miles
the
Abbott.
face-off circle on that one.
He's lucky he got a piece of it because they just tried to play it over him on that one. You don't see the goalie come out that far too often.
You've mentioned several times Proctor getting behind him.
Here's Hughes shooting. Regan the save.
We're going to get a quick stoppage in play. Let's go back and look at that. We mentioned player able to get behind the defense. A fast break. Practically we're going to be a one-on-one. Regan steps way out. Talk about cutting down the angle. Gets a piece of that one. Fortunate it's not 3-2
Ferreira wins the draw back.
on that one.
Well, that insurance goal by this man right here, Ferreira. He's got a couple this period. And that right through the crease. In front was Peloso. Teammate calling for it. Regan will cover it. That was Cooper Rice calling for it twice. He wanted the pass from his teammate. Then it became too late.
You could hear him. He was asking for him to float it down, loft it to him. Came a little too late. Regan aware of the charge and down for the Hornets there and decided to take the whistle covered up.
Ferreira. Oh, Proctor controls the draw. That shot through screen. Look out. Bouncing puck. Sullivan in front. Sullivan's a big boy. Hard to see around him. 4 players mugging each other behind the net. And it's Vermont Academy coming in. They're still fighting.
A little
still
bit of a
battling.
rugby scrum.
Look like we're going to get a few coincidentals potentially.
Check this one out again here. As they're scrapping, a little bit of pushing and shoving. Ref says, oh, all right, I've had enough of this here. He's going to whistle and take control of this one. As we get back to the live face-off here.
Should be no time on the clock. They removed the 2 minutes from the clock.
Put the 2 minutes up, took the 2 minutes down.
Right. So
back up again.
We're looking at,
and there it is. Now they are both up.
4-on-4.
They had it on one side initially. They just had it up for Proctor. And I think when they took it down, they meant to put up the other 2 minutes for Vermont Academy.
So 4-on-4, a little bit more ice for the speedsters on these respective teams. Look out, near turnover right in front. Wow, that was dangerous. See if Proctor tries to hang a player now with 4 guys on the ice.
Some physicality there from Proctor.
Pass across. Good opportunity. Cole Jocelyn just had to roll off the stick. Big hit. That's Condub in there, number 8 in orange.
Gets the benches fired up.
A lot of stick work going on. Here's Rashovsky. Rashovsky tips it in! Rashovsky scores from Condom! And it's 4-1 with 5:04 to play.
Rashovsky fed it, got it back, deflected it up and in, and he is pumped.
What a tip.
Nicholas Rashovsky, let's check this one out on the replay here. A 3-on-2 advantage. Sends it in. No chance for the goalie. Wilson, no chance at all. 4-1. Vermont Academy starting to pull away.
On that.
Absolutely nothing he could do about that. A 4-on-4, which ended turning up into a 3-on-2. And Rashovsky puts it away.
Yes.
The Proctor
Krasnow,
bench.
the pass.
You can hear them, no quit, trying to rally their guys. 4-1, time starting to be a factor. Proctor still playing hard.
Gerard. Intended for Krasnow. 4-on-4 for another 20 seconds.
Little whirly bird there.
Dumped in by Hunter Krasnow. And that one's tipped off of Kevin Craig. Mazzoli. They can't clear. Towards the net, that was tipped. It goes wide. Centering pass. Kept in. Here's Sullivan. Drops it. Connor Jocelyn. Connor on his backhand, leaves it low. Sullivan parked in front of the net. Proctor needs something quickly. They're down 3, just over 3 minutes to play. Peloso.
Still handling
Still on
it.
his feet, right through the crease. Cam Jocelyn. And they can't clear. Sullivan. This line is tired, though, you can tell. Losing a little steam. Sullivan's been out there for a while. He's going for a change. High off the wall. That's Latka. Pass up the middle, Gerard. Here come the Hornets, just over 2 to go. Shot wide. And here's an opportunity. Peloso, whose forehand shoots a stick, saved by Wilson. Another opportunity, they score!
Another one, Vermont Academy.
Calvin Moyes over the glove of Wilson, and it's 5-1 with 1:48 to go.
Racking them up as this one starts to get out of hand. 5-1 advantage now for Vermont Academy as Moyes puts that one away. We take another look. Great individual effort. Beat glove side again. Wilson doing the best he can, but this one's starting to get a little away. 5-1 advantage.
So Moyes with the goal, his fourth for the season.
5 goals from 3 different scorers in this one. Is that the case? Or 4 different scorers.
4 different goal scorers.
4 different goal scorers. Ferreira with 2.
Right, Krasnow,
Moyes, and Rashofsky.
Proctor Academy, D to D. That goes off the stick of Cooper Rice. To the point. Rister was hoping for a tip. Regan got a pad on it. It was Rice in front of the net. Couldn't get a stick on it. And the whistle.
Just over a minute. 5-1. What looked to be a close one going into the third and final period. We were even talking about overtime as a possibility at one point.
So coincidental penalties again.
We got 1-2 up on the board for Proctor. Expect there's the other for Vermont Academy.
So with 1:12 left. Coincidental minors to Cooper Rice and John Peloso.
Back to 4-on-4. For the duration here, only 1:12 remaining, 2 minutes on the penalties. As the officials trying to sort this out.
With such an explosion here, 5 goals is the most they've scored in a game this season.
Double minor here is what they're discussing. That's what we're going to get here. So that is going to give the advantage to Proctor. As both sides shuffle the rotation here.
They'll figure it out at some point. I think at this point it's going to be...
we got 4-on-3 at the moment here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are way too many Proctor Academy players out on the floor here.
Well, they pulled the goalie.
Gonna go 5-on-4, and they are pulling the goalie. There he goes. Counting too many men on the field. Goalie comes off. Extra score on.
Some of the younger players step on the ice. Andrew Peloso for 1. Number 6 in orange.
So it's a 6-on-4. It was going to be 5-on-4 because of the double minor.
One-timer. Good save by Regan and cleared.
You got an empty net the other way.
Torres.
Well, with the pulled goalie, you got a 6-on-4 situation, but at 5-1,
right.
Tough situation for Proctor.
Peloso with the backhand now. Blake McDonald. Intercepted. Across. Shot, stick save, and into the net.
Piece of the stick on that one. You could hear the clunk.
So Regan with the stop. But yeah, quite an explosion here in the third period offensively, Mike. And
yeah, it went from a close game to a not so close game.
it looks like
in
a blowout, but
hurry.
it really was close for a majority of it. Final 18 seconds towards the empty net and wide. Is he going to come in and put it in the empty net? Gonna try. That's Peloso. Also in there, Ferreira. Ferreira got 2 this period. Why not get a third? Unfortunately, time's going to run out on him. But a convincing win here, Mike. After a tight first 2 periods.
Vermont Academy doing a great job.
So
To pull away in this one, like you said, it's a much closer game than the score would indicate for the majority of it.
but they
Vermont
got
Academy able to pull away here.
third period goals, 2 by Rob Ferreira, 1 by Rashovsky, and another by Calvin Moyes.
Well, we've got our squad locker stars of the game. Our number 3 star of the game, Krasnow, he was the one who busted it open, got the first goal to get things going early on in the game. Our second star of the game, nod to Dylan Regan, the outstanding goalie, who for his 3rd consecutive start, 3 wins, he's undefeated, had a wonderful effort here today. And the player of the game, number 1, is Ferreira, Robert Ferreira. Last year's leading scorer, banged home 2 impressive goals later in this contest to really help Vermont Academy put this one away. Those were our Squad Locker stars of the game. Squad Locker's your source for simple custom team gear.
Ferreira definitely stepped up, and it really, Mike, in this third period, I think the difference was that they were able to find a little hole in Wilson's game. They beat him 3 times glove side.
Glove side on 3 of them. One of them, there was just simply nothing he could do.
Right.
One of them he definitely liked back, and one of them was just a great offensive play. Sometimes that shooter just beats that goalie. Wilson really did everything he could, but definitely that was where they found the hole in his game to be able to pull away in this one.
So it's a great home opener for Vermont Academy, a good win. Good job by the crew and everybody up here. Excellent work. Justin Cohen, Steph Del Bono, and the replays. Mike, a pleasure as always to work with you. Always enjoy it. And that's going to wrap it up from here. A big one, a good one, and we enjoyed our first cast here up in Saxton's River, Vermont. So once again, tonight's final score, Vermont Academy 5, Proctor 1. Good night from Saxton's River.
Fantastic job, everybody. Great job. Fuck, that was fantastic. Oh, wow, that was really quiet. Really quiet. Fantastic job, everybody. Everybody, hey.
Or the goalie, either one.
Interview time.
Yeah.
You can get him.
I'm going to try and get Ferreira.
You get